2010 on a 60 plate Fiat 500 Abarth. Now this one is the sought after Esseesse pack. So that is the larger 17-inch alloy wheels, slightly different steering wheel, stiffer springs, and an upgraded ECU, which takes the car from 135 horsepower, which is your standard Abarth, to 160 horsepower. Quite a considerable difference, really. I have driven this thing. It's amazingly quick for what it is. Finished in this lovely grey colour with the gloss black 17-inch Esseesse pack wheels. We'll start by having a good look at the bodywork, then we'll move on to the interior, and then we'll go for a cold engine startup. If you have a look at the driver's side and look down this side, you'll see it's lovely and straight all the way down there. Nice and smooth, there's no ripples, there's no dents, it's not full of filler. All your panel gaps are nice and even. Starting on the front bumper, there's no marks to note on this corner here. There's a couple of little stone chips down the bottom, but they are very minor, as you can see. But again, it is a 13-year-old car now. Lovely and clean around this arch. You've got a little mark at the bottom there, just a tiny little one. You can barely see it on the camera there. But other than that, all good. The wheels are in lovely condition. I would imagine they look like they've been refurbed because they are in really, really nice condition. And we've got plenty of meat left on the tyre there. Front wing, all nice and tidy down there. Coming up this A-pillar, very little in the way of stone chips or anything like that. You've got one tiny one at the bottom there, but that is me being incredibly picky. And then lovely and neat all the way along that leading edge. I've missed a little bit of dirt there, ignore that. All the way along the leading edge of the windscreen. And the roof itself, all nice and smooth and straight. We do have one tiny little ding just there. You might see that if we move the camera around a little bit. Very, very minor. All nice and clean on the glass on this side, all stamped up as it should be. Around the wing mirror is nice and tidy. Driver's door is all good. There's not even any marks on the edge there. In fact, there is one tiny one there, but other than that, very good. Side skirts are nice and clean and tidy. There's no cracks or chips in that. It's not been rammed up any curbs or mistreated or anything like that. And then where it kicks out here, normally you've got them caked in stone chips. We've got one tiny one just there, as you can just see. But other than that, all very good. Inside the arch is nice all the way around. Couple of little stone chips at the back there, but very minor. Another very good wheel and tyre. Have another look up this side from here. You can see, again, like I say, nice and straight. All your panel gaps are good. It's definitely the best colour for an Abarth as well. Coming around at the back, you've got those two large tailpipes there. They're sitting nice and straight. Rear bumper is clean and tidy. There's no marks from things being pulled in and out of the boot. We do have one tiny little scratch just there, but very minor. Other than that, nothing to report on the back end. All good down the bottom of the screen there. Got your Esseesse badge there in the centre as well. Both tail lights are clean and bright. There's no cracks or any signs of any moisture in those. Coming round on the passenger side, and again, same story. All your panel gaps are nice and even all the way around. Lovely and straight. It's not full of ripples or filler or anything like that. Have a good look from there. You can see those body lines are nice and crisp. Can have another look at the roof from here. Again, all very good. Leading edge on this side, nice and tidy. Coming down that pillar again, all very good. All the glass, same as the other side, clear and stamped. No marks to note on that rear quarter. Arch on this side again, very good. There's a tiny little stone chip there that's caused sort of a little chip in the lacquer. Lower half again, all good on this side. Got one minor little scuff just there where someone's either caught coming in and out or a stone chip. And another little scratch just above the handle there. Generally for the age and the mileage, very, very clean and tidy. All good on the wing mirror. Then the front arch, again, nice and tidy. Tiny little stone chip on the front edge there. And another very good wheel and tyre. Coming round on the front, if we're being really picky, the headlights could do with a little bit of a polish. Starting to go ever so slightly milky, but generally pretty good. Fog lights down the bottom are good. Lower half of the bumper's tidy. Odd minor stone chip here and there, but generally, like the rest of the car, very, very good. The bonnet itself is nice and straight. Moving on to the interior. Driver's side door card, that's all good. Door shuts are nice. And you've got, just ticked over, so 100,078 miles. Very, very minimal wear to the bolsters there, very, very good. Normally with them being sort of bigger than your standard seats, they normally collapse a little bit, but there's a tiny, tiny little bit of wear on the bottom half. The rest of it is all lovely and tidy. And same story on the steering wheel, tiny little bit of wear on the corners. That lovely flat bottom steering wheel is in nice condition generally, as is the gear stick and the center console. Forget the back for a second there. Appreciate it's dark, you can probably see it better in the pictures, but the backs of the seats are good, they're not kicked or abused. Rear bench doesn't look like, again, it's been hardly used at all. Pretty common on these little hot hatches. Who's going four up in one of these? And then into the back, all good on the parcel shelf, nice and neat in the boot. Nothing to really report there. There's no funny smells, there's no sign of any moisture in the cabin or anything like that. All nice and clean on the passenger side door card. Seat on this side again, nice and tidy. No real signs of any wear. The carpets are nice and clean. No ingrained dirt or anything like that. This side of the dash, the painted section, is nice and neat. Again, this one was driven to us. It's always good. Been with us a few days now. It starts on the button every time, which we'll show you in a second. You've got that 160 brake horsepower. So 25 over the standard car with all your right badging on it. Nice and clean and tidy in there. So we'll get it fired up. Not been started today, nice and cold. Firing up on the button. Nothing nasty coming out the back. Check for warning lights. No warning lights on there other than the fact that we've got a door open and no seatbelt on, which is fair enough. And ticking over nice and happy around the front. So there you have it. 2010 Fiat 500 Abarth, Esseesse pack. Any questions at all, please get in touch. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we've got in the way of service history, ownership, all that sort of stuff. Thank you.